Diamond Tree Global, the new wave of wellness, transforming the face of health and wellness in the Caribbean. Integrative medicine is no longer an option. It is an imperative. Both holistic and allopathic medicine must coexist if we are genuinely concerned about creating a paradigm shift within the health sector. In the year 2010 and beyond, we can create history in the Caribbean by initiating this change. World-renowned naturopath Emanuel and Ohio medical professor Dr. Raymond have seized the opportunity and are inviting you to join them. Make a change for your health. Make a change for our Caribbean. Its wealth is our health. Let's hear their conversation. Dr. Raymond, I need to be convinced that both fields of medicine can indeed coexist.
I belong to the American Academy of Anti-Aging and Regenerative Medicine. It's a subsidiary of the World Academy of Anti-Aging. 132,000 practitioners who are interested in East meeting West, who are interested in naturopathic medicine being joined or brought together with allopathic medicine because people have questions and they want to know. And I'll tell you, the best example of this is that TV program, Dr. Oz. I mean, people want to know. And so here you have a fellow who's the vice chair of surgery for New York Presbyterian hospitals, unbelievable heart surgeon, who brings, in a very simple way, the truth of medicine and mixes and ables to put it together. Integrative medicine is where actually the world is going. So it's not all about just pharmacologics, certainly, but it's really about the day-to-day living. And what my colleagues think, actually, they say to me, what you're doing is exactly what I wanted to do all my career. And I say, start doing it. Join an academy like the American Academy. Start learning. Go on the net. Start reading. Over 2 years, I read 45 books just on health and wellness because I wanted to find out what the experts were saying. As I hopefully have transitioned into a situation where I can also teach. But it's really been a wonderful journey, and I love the concept of bringing East together with West, bringing naturalism together with conventional medicine, and that's where I am.
Interesting you should mention naturalism. Why naturalism after being an OBGYN for some 27 years?
It came to a point because of my own disability with diabetes that I had to stop practice. I was 57 pounds heavier, so I've lost 57 pounds in the transition. When I met Diamond Tree, besides the positive things that Diamond Tree brought to me to help me with diabetes, and also a very intelligent internist who said, if you don't stop the schedule that you're doing, then I'll read about you in the obituaries in about 6 months. And I had to stop as a physician, taking call for 36 to 72 straight hours and that sort of thing. So when I did that, I actually ended up during 1 year having 6 surgeries, and because I had neglected myself like so many of us do, because we work. And so what happened, to be succinct, is that I had to make an adjustment. And when I came upon Diamond Tree and the people that really cared about my own health, I had to look at myself and say, look, I care too. Obviously, this is my life. I have children and I have a grandchild. So I had to really take a look at myself and see what I was doing. And so the transition has really been to an area of even greater education, taking the blinders off of just conventional traditional medicine and looking at alternative. And then when I met Ted, when I met Dr. Emanuel, the lights just came on. I mean, the whole picture was put together for me.
Ted, you were the light, as it were, for Dr. Raymond. However, the products of Diamond Tree Global, particularly from Mina, was your motivation. Explain.
After I got involved with Diamond Tree and I was introduced to the Fermena, which is a prebiotic probiotic product, I have never seen anything close to Fermena with what it does to the entire digestive system. It cleans it up. Constipation, and we've discussed this too many times, Constipation is one of the biggest problems we have, not just in Antigua, but the entire Caribbean. We use a lot of starchy things, a lot of breads, a lot of meats, different types of meats, especially beef products, goat, pork. They must be released. If a person wants to enjoy his or her beef or pork, whatever it is, so be it. But you must know that excretion is just as important as you putting food in your mouth. If you're putting in and you're not releasing, what we call in Japanese, mygen, then you're going to eventually get sick and you will rapidly pass away. Now, not only that, but during that process, then you cannot work as well, you cannot perform well. Your attitude is different. Now, the digestive or GI tract is the root of man. So we must keep the root of our plants well conditioned. Same thing with man. We must keep the intestines free so that absorption, which is another factor here why so many people are anemic. Anemia from the bone out to the skin or from the skin into the bone cells. Anemia is a big, big problem. People are just starving. They are big, they're full, they're eating 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 6 times a day, but they're still malnourished. That has to change. Fermenter changes that condition so the good foods that we take in are utilized properly. You have over 50 different vegetables and fruits and grains in the fermenter fermented for 6 months. So this helps to break down the foods that you don't digest, because suppose you're a diabetic, for instance, and you're hypoactive, underactive, then your metabolic condition is low, is reduced. That is a problem. That will kill you. So fermenter assists the body, especially for those who are bedridden in bed, or those who really, not to be repeating myself, just don't feel like getting exercise. Fermenter takes care of that.
Dr. Raymond, in a nutshell, what is Diamond Tree Global?
It's a wonderful company that has gone to the ends of the earth, whether you're talking about a 17,000 acre farm in Brazil, or water from the Obgyn Mountains 2,000 feet down in a wonderful stream that's been there for thousands, if not millions of years, to the secrets of Okinawa, bringing that all together to your kitchen table. That's exactly what it's about. So all of these diamonds on the tree are all the different products that have come from the world, from the earth, and they're pure and brought to you for your health. What we take into our food, finally, into our body, finally becomes us.
Healthy water is a key component of Diamond Tree's products. I mean, why the emphasis?
G2O water is, to date, one of the best, not just purest, because people talk about pure water. Pure water doesn't necessarily mean better water. It's just that it's pure, but dead. So pure water can be dead water, even though it's clean, it's purified, and safe to drink. Just like the government water, they do their best to assist us, but it is not live water. You need live water in the system so that these electrolytes can go in there, get into the cells because of the size of their molecules, and assist these cells. We are made up of trillions of cells, and each one is a living organism. That's what we have to remember.
This is the G2O system. It's a gravity system, no plugs, no hoses, and it's really a microcosm of a glacial stream with beautiful water. So that when you put tap water in the top, there are 12 systems in here that create pure water that's ionized. It has magnesium and calcium and the good things that your body needs that Dr. Emanuel was speaking about. And it's also alkaline water. This is very, very, a fellow at Johns Hopkins University, Agar, in 2003 got a Nobel Prize because he discovered that in every cell in your body there are thousands of channels that just allow water. Well, this water doesn't actually travel by itself, it travels in groups. Tap water is a group of about 20 or 22 molecules. This water brings it down to about 3 to 5 molecules. Unbelievable. So it goes down those aquaporin or channels very quickly, delivering the payload very quickly right into the cell. And also the ability to clean the cell out as well, which is very, very important. Because just like a body, we take in, but then we also excrete. Every single cell in your body also has a process whereby it excretes. So this water is an alkaline water, just like glacial water, just like the stream water. It's also antioxidant, ties up free radicals, and it also is ionized with magnesium and calcium and selenium and germanium and all those good things for our body.
Dr. Raymond, you work closely with the Salvation Army. How has this influenced your profession?
The motto for the Salvation Army is others. It's always thinking of others. And so we do a number of mission trips, especially to Honduras after Hurricane Mitch 10 years ago. And so we take our medical abilities and with other physicians do medical missions. Back home, we're very, very involved. My wife is known as the Young People's Sergeant Major, so she takes care of the children and the teens, and I've taken care of the adults. So we're very, very involved as elders in the church, but our church being the Salvation Army, that really believes that when you're in prison you visited me, and when you were hungry you fed me, and when I was naked you clothed me, and so they're very hands-on.
Ted, you have worked with many health and wellness companies. Why Diamond Tree Global?
Why Diamond Tree? Because it's the best, and I don't go out there and bring anything to our people. I don't just bring anything because of money. I am in business, yes, and in business you need money. But I am not in business to prostitute my integrity to my people, the people of the Caribbean, and particularly the people of Antigua. Some will say, hey, they are expensive, and they are, because they're above the rest. Everything we work with must be 100% organic.
Diamond Tree Global, the new wave of wellness, transforming the face of health and wellness in the Caribbean.